ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानं जनाशलाकये चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मायं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादं सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखावितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So today we are reading from Krishna book. So chapter 58, Deliverance of demon Bhaumāsura. The story of the Bhaumāsura, how he kidnapped and made captivate the 16,000 princes by collecting them from the palace of various kings, and how he is killed by Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead and a wonderful character, is all described by Shukadev Goswami to King Parikshit in Srimad Bhagavatam. Generally, the demons are always against the demigods. This demon Bhaumāsura had become very powerful, took by force the umbrella from the throne of the Devata Varuna. He also took the earrings of Aditi, the mother of the demigods. He conquered the portion of the mountainly Mount Meru and occupied the portion which is known as Maniparvata, the kingdom of the heavenly planets Indra. Therefore came to Dwaraka to complain about Bhaumāsura before Lord Krishna. Hearing this complaint by Indra, the king of heaven, Lord Krishna, accompanied by his wife Satyabhama, immediately started for the abode of Bhaumāsura. Both of them rode on the back of Garuda, who flew to the capital of Bhaumāsura. Bhaumāsura யாருன்னு நினைச்சிங்களா? Bhaumāsura is actually Nargasura. அவனுக்கு ஏன் நரகாசுரான்னு பேர் வந்துச்சா? ஏன்னா அவன் வந்து பூமாதேவியோட புதல்வன். ஸோ த சன் ஆஃப் பூமாதேவி, பூதேவின்னு சொல்லிருக்கு போல த சன் ஆஃப் த எர்த் பர்சானிஃபைட்னு சொல்லலாம். சரியா? So it's not a very easy task to enter into the capital of Bhaumāsura, because the capital has actually been protected by so many things which is mentioned here. Protected by electric boundary, water boundaries, gas boundaries. But simply by the Sudarshan Chakra, Krishna cut off all this and went into the city. Once Krishna entered the city, the capital of Bhaumāsura, Krishna actually took his conch, took his conch, and Krishna started to blow the conch, and by blowing the conch there was a demon by the name of Mura. Krishna awakened the demon, and demon had 5 heads, and he came actually to fight with Krishna. First he fight with Garuda. He was actually fighting with Garuda, but later on he fight with Krishna. But Krishna simply took the Sudarshan Chakra எடுத்து கழுத்தை வெட்டிட்டார். So this was the scene. அவன் 3 தண்டன் வச்சிருந்தான். 3 தண்டன் is சூலம். 3 தண்டன் வச்சுட்டு அப்படி கழுத்தை வெட்டிட்டாங்க. So you can see here Krishna and தாயார் சத்யபாமாவும் உட்காந்துருக்காங்க. So the demon Muraவோட செத்து போன பிறகு he had 7 sons by the name of Tamra, Antarishka, Shravana, Vibhavasu, Vasu, Nabashvan and Aruna. So they all become very angry and they all went and attacked Krishna. Of course Krishna killed all of them without any difficulty. When they came before Lord Krishna, they began to shower him with many kinds of weapons like sword, clubs, arrows, trident, but they did not know the strength of the personality of God, which is unlimited and invisible. So with arrows they cut the weapons and the men of Bhaumāsura into pieces like grains. Krishna then threw his weapons, and Bhaumāsura's commander-in-chief, Pitha, along with his assistants, fell down. The military dress cut down, and their head, legs, arms and thigh was severed. All of them were sent to the superintendent of Yamaraj. Ella Yamalogatuku ponangala. So Bhaumāsura is also known as Naragasura, for he appeared to be the son of earth personified. When he saw all the soldiers, commanders, and fighters were killed on the battle by the stroke of the weapon of the personality of Godhead, he became extremely angry. He then came out of the city with a great number of elephants, who all had been born and brought up on the seashore. All of them was highly intoxicated. When they came out, they saw that Lord Krishna and his wife were beautifully situated high in outer space, just like blackish cloud above the glittering sun. The demon Bhaumāsura immediately released a weapon known as Satagni, which could kill hundreds of warriors with one stroke. Simultaneously, all assistants also threw the respective weapon at the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sri Krishna began to counteract all the weapons by releasing his feathered arrows. The result of this fighting was all soldiers and commanders of Bhaumāsura fell to the ground, their arms, legs, hair separated from their tusk, and their horse and elephants also with them. In this way, the weapon released by Bhaumāsura were cut into pieces by the reaction of Lord's arrow. Krishna, fighting on the back of Garuda, Garuda was also helping by striking the horses and elephants with his wing and snatched. So, at the time, Narakasura will be trying to attack Garuda, but we all have to know that Garuda is not an ordinary bird. He was actually the direct servant of Krishna. ஸோ கருடனுக்கு பௌமாசுரா அடித்தது தாமரை மலர்கள் நம்ம மேலே விட்டு வீசினா நம்மளுக்கு இப்படி ஃபீல் ஆகும், அந்த மாதிரி தான் ஃபீல் ஆகுனுச்சான். ஸோ பௌமாசுரா could see that none of his trick would add upon of Krishna. பார்த்தா நான் எதுவுமே வேலை செய்யலையா எல்லாருக்காசுரன். And finally what he did, take a sulam and try to go and kill Krishna directly. But at that time, Krishna simply took his Sudarshan Chakra. Krishna அந்த சுதர்ஷன சக்கரத்தை எடுத்துட்டு உடனே என்ன பண்ணாரு, பௌமாசுரா தலையை வெட்டிட்டார். So and that time what will happen, the earth personified will come there when Bhaumāsura is killed, Narakasura is killed. We all celebrate Deepavali. Deepavali is celebrated because Bhaumāsura is killed, which is Narakasura. So at that time, so the earth personified appeared before Lord Krishna and greeted him with the garlands of Vaijayantika jewel. She also returned the dazzling earring of Aditi, beaded with jewel and gold. She also returned the umbrella of Varuna along with another valuable gem which is presented to Krishna. After this, the earth personified began to offer prayers to Krishna, the Supreme Personality, the Master of the world, who was always worshipped by very exalted demigod. She fell down in obeisances with great devotion, and she started to what she did? She started to offer prayers. And the most beautiful prayer, which is my favorite prayer, also mentioned here. Namah Pankajanabhaya, Namah Pankajamalini, Namah Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangre. That verse is also actually told by the earth personified. So, அதோட அர்த்தம் என்ன? நமः பங்கஜநாபாய. நமः பங்கஜநாபாய means Krishna's navel, அவரோட வயிற்றிலிருந்து தான் தாமரை மலர்கள். அந்த நாபாயக்கு ரெண்டு அர்த்தம் இருக்குது. ஒன்று அவர் வயிற்றிலிருந்து தாமரை மலர்கள் வந்துச்சா, which is that one தாமரை மலர் which came up and become the Brahmaloka, and within that is the 14 planetary systems. Another meaning of Namah Pankaja Nabhaya is Krishna's அந்த நேவலில் தாமரோட imprint இருக்குமா. That is also meaning of Namah Pankaja Nabhaya. And Namah Pankajamalini means you are always decorated with garlands of lotus flowers. I think I am reading it right. You are always decorating with garlands of lotus flowers. Because once I was making garlands for Krishna, there was a temple of Krishna in Penang, so I always make lotus flower garlands for the Lord. Not always. Whenever there's some festivals, I'll go personally to a place where there is a lotus grown naturally. Beautiful place, very beautiful, in the northern region of Malaysia. So I used to pluck lotus there, me and my another friend. And Namah Pankaja Malini. So I used to fold the lotus, like நீங்கள் வீடியோவில் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க, நான் ஒரு வீடியோ செஞ்சுருப்பேன் லோட்டஸ் வச்சு. அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய லோட்டஸை ஃபோல்டு பண்ணி கோர்த்து போய் கொடுப்பேன். And there's one Prabhu there by the name of Jagannath Kripalu Prabhu. So அவர்கிட்ட தான் போய் கொடுப்பேன். ஸோ அவர் கிருஷ்ணா ஒரு கழுத்தில் அழகாக போட்டிருப்பார். ரொம்ப அழகாக போட்டு விடுவார். ஐ வெரி ஹாப்பி டு see that, been some long time, ரொம்ப நாளாச்சு. But somehow I don't know, maybe the Lord doesn't like my service because devotees wasn't so pleased and I was doing this for them. So Krishna also tells Namah Pankajanabhaya, Namah Pankajamalini, Namah Pankajanetraya. Namah Pankajanetraya means Krishna has very beautiful eyes which is like lotus, and Namaste Pankajangare, Pahamanoட பாதத்திலையும் அந்த லோட்டஸோட இம்ப்ரிண்ட் இருக்குமா. So this is the verse actually Bhudevi, the earth personified, actually offered to Krishna. Like that, she offered a very elaborate prayers, which you can see in the chapter 56 that we are reading today. Then once you finish these prayers, Krishna will bless her. But after that, what will happen? பௌமாசுரா 16,100 பெண்களை பிடிச்சி வச்சுருந்தானா. எங்கே தெரியுமா? அவனோட இடத்துல 16,100 பெண்களை அவன் கடத்தி சிறையில் வச்சுருப்பான். So the moment Krishna entered the arena of the girls, all of them run towards Krishna and they pleaded Krishna to accept them as his wives. You see, they pleaded Krishna. They're telling Krishna, oh, please marry us, Krishna. We all have been kidnapped. No one gonna get married to us. No one gonna believe us. So please, Krishna, get married to us. Krishna, being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, showed mercy to all of them. So meanwhile, while this incident was going on, Krishna, along with Tayar Satyabhama, went to the Amaraloka, which is the planet of the Devatas. எங்கே போனார்? சொர்க்கலோகத்துக்கு போயிருந்தாராம். When Krishna and Satyabhama were returning, let me read it. After this incident, Lord Krishna and Satyabhama entered Amaravati, the capital city of the heavenly planet, and they immediately entered the palace of King Indra and his wife Sachdevi, who has welcomed them. Krishna then presented Indra with the earring of Aditi. When Krishna Satyabhama was returning from the capital of Indra, Satyabhama remembered Krishna's promise to give her the plant, the Parijata flower. Taking the opportunity of having come to the heavenly kingdom, she plucked a Parijata plant and kept on the back of Garuda. Once Narada took a Parijata flower and presented to Krishna's senior wife, Srimati Rukmani Devi. On account of this, Satyabhama developed an inferiority complex. She wanted a flower from Krishna. Krishna could understand the competitive womanly nature of his co-wives, and he smiled. He immediately asked Satyabhama கேட்டாங்களாம். ஏன்னா ஒரு நாள் நாரதர் முனி ஒரு பூ கொடுத்தாரு. ஆக்சுவலி கண்ணங்கிட்ட கொடுத்து கண்ணன் அந்த பூ ருக்மிணி தாயார்கிட்ட கொடுத்துருக்காரு. ஆக்சுவலி ருக்மிணி தாயார் டைரெக்டாக கொடுத்துருக்காரு. ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன ஆயிடுச்சா, சத்யபாமா ஆல்சோ வாண்டட் தட் ஃப்ளவர் பாரிஜாதா ஃப்ரம் கிருஷ்ணா. ஸோ கிருஷ்ணா அழகாக கேட்டாரா சத்யபாமா பார்த்துட்டு, why are you asking for one flower? I would like to give you a whole tree of parijata flower என்று சொன்னாராம். ரொம்ப பியூட்டிஃபுல்லான ரொமான்டிக்கான ஒரு டைலாக் தான். ஏன் ஒரு பூ உனக்கு கேட்குறேன், ஏன் நீ ஒரு பூ கேட்குற சத்தியபாமா, உனக்கு நான் ஒரு மரமே கொடுப்பேனே. Actually, Krishna had purposely taken his wife Satyabhama with him so she could collect parijata with her own hands. But the residents of heavenly planet, including Indra, become very irritated. Without the permission, they took Satyabhama had plucked the Parijata plant, which is not to be found on the earth planet. Indra, along with other devatas, offered opposition to Krishna and Satyabhama for taking away the plant. But in order to please his favorite wife Satyabhama, Krishna became determined and adamant. So there was a fight between Krishna and the devatas. As usual, Krishna came victorious, and he brought back the Parijata plant down to Dwarka, and Rukmanita Satyabhama Taya planted. So after defeating Indra, Krishna arranged a marriage of 16,100 girls brought from the custody of Bhaumāsura. By expanding himself in 16,100 form, he simultaneously married them all in different places in one auspicious moment. He thus established the truth that Krishna is no else in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that nothing impossible for Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is all-powerful, omnipresent, and imperishable, and as such does nothing wonderful in this pastime. All the palaces of more than 16,000 queens of Krishna were filled with suitable gardens, furnitures, and other paraphernalia, of which there is no parallel in this world. There is no aggression in this story from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is not kattukadal, this is unmayada truth. That this is how Parijata came to the world, but this is how Krishna also married 16,108 wives. The queens of Krishna were all expansion of goddess of fortune, Lakshmi. Yeah, these girls are not ordinary girls. They are all expansion of Lakshmi. Lakshmi wanted to expand so many, and Krishna also wanted to expand so many, and they want to release different relationship together. Krishna used to live with them in different place, and he treated them exactly in the same way as an ordinary man treats his wife. We should always remember that Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was playing exactly like a human being. Although he showered his extraordinary opulence by simultaneously marrying more than 16,000 wives in more than 16,000 places, he behaved with them just like an ordinary man. He strictly followed the relationship between husband and wife required in ordinary homes. This is very difficult to understand the characteristic of the Supreme Brahman, the personality of Godhead. Even Devatas like Lord Brahma and others are unable to into the transcendental pastime of the Lord. The wives of Krishna were so fortunate that they got the Supreme Personality of Godhead as their husband. Although their husband's personality was unknown even to the Devata like Brahma, in the dealing as husband and wife, Krishna and his queens would smile, talk, joke, embrace, and so on, and their conjugal love ever increasingly developed. In this way, both Krishna and the queens enjoyed the transcendental happiness in the household life. Although each and every queen had thousands of maidservants engaged for their service, the queens were personally attentive in serving Krishna. This is the beauty. என்னதான் ஒருவருக்கு ஆயிரக்கணக்கான பணிப்பெண்கள் இருந்தாலும் still each of them personally served Krishna. Each of them used to receive Krishna personally when he entered the palace. They engaged in getting him seated in a nice couch, presenting him all kind of worshipable paraphernalia, washing his lotus feet with Ganges water, and offering him betel nut, massaging his feet. In this way, they were giving him relief from fatigue of being away from home. They saw to fanning him nicely, offering him fragrant essential floral oil, decorating him with flower garland, dressing his hair, asking him to lie down to take rest, bathe him personally, and feed him nice palatable dishes. All this were done by each queen herself. They did not wait for the maidservants. In other words, Krishna and his different queens displayed on this earth an ideal household life. Let me see if there's any pictures for this illustration. Okay. So thus in the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 58th chapter of Krishna Deliverance of Bhaumāsura. Today we read the 58th chapter. So now I'll take a question and answer. I'm reading from this book, Krishna book. If anyone wants to read about Krishna book, you can always text me in TikTok or Instagram. Text பண்ணும்போது ஹாய் ஹலோலாம் சொல்லாதீங்க. டைரெக்டாக I want Krishna book, I want Bhagavad Gita, இந்த மாதிரி சொல்லுங்கள். How do I buy book in Tamil? Just go and text me. I want Krishna book in Tamil. அப்படின்னு மெசேஜ் பண்ணுங்கள். I'll share you a Shopee link, which is the temple Shopee link. It is not my Shopee link. I don't have any Shopee link. I'm not doing any business here. Okay? Any questions? Devi. Where or how to start if I'm whole newbie, like zero knowledge about Krishna? You can start by watching my videos in TikTok. You'll have some ideas how to worship Krishna, how to cook for Krishna, how to chant the holy name. And to start off, you can always start off by chanting Krishna's name. Get yourself a chanting beats and then chant Krishna's name. Krishna book Tamil ஆயிலிஷ் நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணுங்கள், எனக்கு என்னோட ப்ரொஃபைலில் போயிட்டு இன்ஸ்டாகிராமோட ஐக்கான் இருக்கும், அதை கிளிக் பண்ணி என்னை இன்ஸ்டாவில் போய் மெசேஜ் பண்ணுங்கள். கொஞ்சம் வேகமாக ரிப்ளை பண்ணுவேன், சரியா? இந்த ஹாய் ஹலோ இதெல்லாம் நீங்கள் அனுப்புனீங்களா? எனக்கு அதெல்லாம் ரிப்ளை பண்ண டைமே இல்லை. If you want Krishna book, if you want Bhagavad Gita, if you want something like this, you directly ask, I want Krishna book Tamil, I won Bhagavad Gita English, I won Tulasimala, I won Jabamala, I won Tilak அப்படின்னு ஒரு மெசேஜ் அனுப்புங்க. ஏன்னா so many of you are messaging. ஸோ ஹாய் ஹலோ எனக்கு அந்த மாதிரிலாம் ரிப்ளை பண்ணுறதுக்கு உண்மையால டைம் இல்லை, எனக்கு நேரம் இல்லாமல் இருக்கேன். ஸோ ஐம் வெரி சாரி. I cannot expend a Krishna and be simultaneously with all of you. Only Krishna can do that. Amava, I'm very very sorry because a lot of message in TikTok, lot of hi. Like if you want Bhagavad Gita, directly ask me Bhagavad Gita. That's a bit easy for me. Okay, this is the Krishna book. டுடே இன்டர்நெட் வீக்கா? ஆமாவா ரோஷன்ஜி, இன்டர்நெட் வீக்காக இருக்குது, உங்களுக்கு ஓகேயா இருக்கா? ஐ வாண்ட் பகவத் கீதா தமிழ். ஓகே, டெக்ஸ்ட் மீ, ஒரே வார்த்தை, ஐ வாண்ட் பகவத் கீதா தமிழ். டெக்ஸ்ட் மீ, ஐ வில் ஷேர் யூ த லிங்க். Sorry if the question is because sensitive, but if you pray to Krishna, can we pray to other gods? Yeah, you can pray. Rukmani Taya pray to Ambal, but the reason is when you pray to other gods, what's the intention of the prayer? Are you praying for some material benefit or are you praying for getting Krishna? That is the reason. That's the purpose you can see. Okay Jay, for me okay Jay, okay? In internet. I want Bhagavad Gita Tamil. Okay, Bhagavad Gita வேணுமா? உடனே என்ன பண்ணுங்க, எனக்கு டிக்டாக்ல போயிட்டு I want Bhagavad Gita தமிழ்னு மெசேஜ் பண்ணுங்க. TikTok or Instagram or basically these two platforms. That's all. Simply text that. I will immediately share you a Shopee link, which is not my Shopee link. It is a temple Shopee link. Okay, I'm not selling any Bhagavad Gita or anything. I'm giving content about Krishna. That's all I'm doing. Okay. Some people thinking it's my Shopee link or like no, it's not my Shopee. It's temple one. So whatever you buy, the profit goes to the temple. It's directly. I'm not taking anything in between. Any question? Anything? Okay. Krishna Prem Enterprise. Ayo venappa. Don't want to sell anything. Let's just do content about Krishna. Question இல்லை, ரிக்வெஸ்ட். சரி, என்ன ரிக்வெஸ்ட் இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு சொல்லுங்கள், கேளுங்க. அதான் வந்துட்டிங்களா தூரம். By means, do you do class in future for newbies? I don't do any classes like that. Where are you from? Don't answer me here. Maybe text me in Instagram. Where are you from? I'll find some devotees who may be living close by to you, so that maybe you can go and take some association from them, and by then you can actually learn about Krishna. If you are in Kuala Lumpur, fortunately there is a lot of nice devotees. Of course, there's a nice devotees all over the world, all over the universe, but I know good devotees around Kuala Lumpur personally, so I would share you the contact. Okay, Hare Krishna, good night. Hare Krishna. Any shlokas or mantras for protection from negative energy? You can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. நல்லா தூங்கிட்டு அப்புறம் கதை சொல்லுங்க நண்பா. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. கோரதை வீ தூக்கிட்டு கந்தை சொல்றீங்க. சாரி, தப்பா சொல்லிட்டேனா, எனக்கே தெரியல. கோரதை வீட்டு கீதா கதை சொல்றேன். என்னமோ சொல்றீங்க, எனக்கே அது என்னன்னு படிக்க முடியல. ஓ, கோட்டாய் விட்டுக்கிட்டு கதை சொல்கிறீங்க. யா, ஆக்சுவலி பாடி இஸ் டயர்ட் and mentally also I'm very tired. Think that's all for me. Thank you for the story. Catch you tomorrow. Hare Krishna, Roshanji. Yeah, I believe that's all for now. So எல்லாம் புகழும் அபாய சரணாரவிந்த பக்தி வேதாந்த சுவாமி ஸ்ரீல பிரபுபாத்க்கு சேரட்டும். All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much everyone for joining to listen about Krishna. மீண்டும் நாளை உங்களெல்லாம் பார்க்குறோம். தேங்க்யூ. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. யாருக்கெல்லாம் பகவத்கீதா கிருஷ்ணா புக்லாம் வேணுமா, I'll be sharing the Shopee of temple account to all of you. So thank you. Hare Krishna. Always remember Krishna and never forget him, even if you're mentally exhausted. Bye.